Good evening. Welcome family, friends, administrators, professors, clinical faculty, and soon to be Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduates. I know everyone in this audience has a sense of pride for these future professional nurses. I am Dr. Lisa McBroom, Department Chair of the Nursing Department, and we are delighted to share this evening with you. Welcome, students, soon-to-be RN colleagues. You are certainly a credit to those who share this evening with you. They are here to see you pinned, to take photographs, and to celebrate with you. I know you are grateful for the love and support they have shown you during the long days when you may have sometimes felt like giving up. They are the ones who listened sympathetically when you told them how that exam was so unfair. It didn't cover anything you read. Or they heard you complain, don't they know we have a life? And how much more flexible do I have to be? But they listened. And while you were maintaining confidentiality, you described the heartache of a child dying, or a patient diagnosed with an incurable disease, or a trauma in the emergency room. Those in attendance tonight are the ones who loved you and nurtured you when your spirit needed lifting, respected your busy schedules, and they were there to cheer you on to that next exam, that next clinical experience that seemed frightening and overwhelming. I'm confident they are thrilled about your accomplishments and grateful to soon have you back in their lives after just one more final called state boards. Then it'll be over, I promise. Welcome, families and supporters. Thank you for handing these precious and special gifts to us and entrusting us as we prepared them for their next step in this journey. I'm also honored to introduce to you our faculty that were able to join us tonight. This is a special evening for us all. So audience, please hold your applause until all faculty have stood. And faculty, please stand as your name is called. Professor Lindsay Carlson, Dr. Ruth Edwards, Professor Jan Huster, Professor Melissa Timmons, Professor Nicole Spencer, Professor Dan Love, Professor Jan Witzke, Professor Kristen Blocklinger, Professor Liz Kessler, Professor Lori Bunton, and clinical faculty, please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you. I also want to acknowledge in attendance tonight our department and admissions staff that help us to run smoothly. Callie Harms, the Nursing Student Program Liaison. Christine Parker, Clinical Program Coordinator. Marilyn Bulig, Office Manager and Clinical Compliance Coordinator. Allie Foltz, our Department Administrative Assistant. And Jordan McKinney, Assistant Director of Nursing Admissions. Thank you for all your support for these students. I would also like to ask the alumni to stand. Many of you are here tonight because you're supporting this group of students. Please stand and let us recognize you. is also our college provost, Dr. Ann Dima, Dean of Admissions, Corey Shear, former faculty, Dr. Tara Allen, CTI faculty, Dr. Benz, and many other faculty that have supported you, former faculty and former chairs. If you'd please stand, we'd like to recognize you also. Well, tonight is a time to celebrate. It's time when you forget those all-nighters, sleeping in the lab, ATI exams, care plans, Shine, Moodle chats, and service projects. It's time to remember those who supported you, cried with you, yes, complained with you, and even laughed with you. Class of 2014, you have worked very hard preparing for this moment. Each of you is now ready for the healthcare arena and your first clinical practice. I hope you will always maintain the enthusiasm which is so apparent here tonight. That enthusiasm, coupled with the expertise you will continue to develop and will assure your success in the discipline of nursing. I remind you that your pins are a symbol of the qualifications to be a nurse. For those who are ill and in pain. Your pin is a symbol of integrity, compassion, scholarship, leadership, excellence in practice, and service to others. These are the hallmarks of a William Jewell nurse. Wear your pin proudly. It defines you as a William Jewell graduate, and it is a privilege. Being a nurse, I'm going to conclude my welcome with a poem by Melody Chenevert, who is a nursing author and poet. Being a nurse means you will never cease to be amazed at people's capacity to love, courage, and endurance. You will see life's beginning and life ending. You will cry a lot. You will laugh a lot. You will see people at their worst and people at their best. You will step into people's lives and you will make a difference. I stress it is the human touch that is so valuable in our profession, the compassion in a touch. Remember often that one enters this world with the first touch of a nurse, and many of us leave this world with the last touch of a nurse. And you are soon to be providing that humble touch. Few housekeeping notes. I invite all of you to join us in a reception following this ceremony behind these shades here. Please allow time for us to recess, and then we'll join them for refreshments. Also, if you are pinning somebody, once you see them close to being third in line on this side of the stage, go ahead and come to this side of the stage, and then you'll come up here when they're here, pin them, and then you'll both lead down these stairs. Congratulations, class of 2014. Enjoy your evening. I invite Professor Kristen Blocklinger for the invocation.
Will you bow your heads with me, please? Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you on this joyous day with our hearts lifted to you. I ask that you energize this celebration so that each of us feels the significance of this important milestone. Lord, we stand here today filled with gratitude. The students are grateful for the constant support and love they have felt from their families, and they're grateful for the lifelong friendships they have formed. As faculty, we're grateful for the opportunity to teach and touch the lives of these young nurses and for the impact these students have on our lives as well. We recognize your hand, Lord, in all of these things. A simple thank you does not seem adequate to express what we feel. As each name is read aloud, I ask you to magnify your blessing on each unique student. As they walk proudly across the stage, I ask you to guide their steps towards your destination. Lord, as these students leave the halls of William Jewell, I ask you to help them attain the confidence that they are not alone and that you will always be with them. May they always want and choose what leads them into a deepening relationship with you. I ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hi guys, how we doing? The quarter pounder and large order of fries before I got here was not the best idea I've had, but we're gonna make it just fine. So, thank you for the opportunity to share with you this evening. In reflecting on what to share with you all tonight, a concept that kept coming to mind was that of community. Webster defines community as a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. We are all a part of a community in some form or another, a family community, a community that supports something we're passionate about, a work community, a faith community, a community of friends. Some of you might have chosen William Jewell based on the sense of community felt when you visited campus. Community is one of the things that I love most about nursing. This community develops very early in the nursing experience. In nursing school, you become a member of a student community. You lived on the 4th floor of Marston or in the basement of Curry Library. You gained weight, lost sleep, spent money on Starbucks, studied a lot, and stretched yourselves in ways you never thought possible. This is all done in preparation for your entrance into a new community, that of registered nurses. As many of you know, nursing has long been rated as one of the most trusted professions. When you're a nurse or even a student nurse, people count on you to be able to diagnose strep throat, ear infections, and random skin rashes. They feel very comfortable sharing detailed reports about poop, phlegm, snot, and they assume that you're pretty interested in hearing about it. They want to talk with you about their family member who has this strange illness and has heard of this supplement that might work, so what do you think? You become a member of this community the minute you begin nursing school, whether you are ready for it or not. You are trusted. For those of you who don't know me, I have had the honor of being a nurse educator in the William Jewell community for the last 11 years. Throughout those years, I have been blessed to teach in a variety of courses and to develop strong relationships with students that mean a great deal to me. Two constants in my job have been working in the first nursing course that students take, health assessment, and working with students in the final stage of their preparation for becoming a registered nurse as they gear up to take their licensing exam. This affords me the opportunity to see the students' excitement when they first use their stethoscope, and then to also get to celebrate with them when I get the "I passed" phone call. It is an incredible journey to be a part of. I feel overwhelmed when I think about how blessed I feel to be a part of such an amazing community of students and of colleagues. Thank you, family and friends, for sharing your student with us. I graduated from Jewell's nursing program 15 years ago, almost to the very day. I was leaving the community of the classroom and joining a new community of graduate nurses, just as you all are doing tonight. Little did I know that I was going to experience one of the most difficult times of my life just hours after my college graduation. I will never forget sitting in a hotel room across from my mother, my strongest advocate, as she told me that she had been diagnosed with terminal cancer. In that moment, I joined a new community made up of family members of those who were fighting cancer. I immediately moved home and assisted with the 24-hour care of my mom. I was not prepared to use so much of what I had learned as a student with my own mother. Despite her determination to beat the cancer, I watched her body weaken and did my best to answer questions from others who thought I would know what to do because I was a nursing school graduate. I helped my mom with her most basic needs and learned how much humility sickness imposes on our patients. 1 month after I moved home, I held my mom's hand as she took her last breath. My nursing practice would be forever changed by my experience. It gave me an understanding of emotion that I otherwise would never have achieved. Tonight, we honor another family in this community as we wear pink in honor of a classmate's mother who left this earth too soon after a courageous battle with breast cancer. We also honor a classmate who bravely battled cancer and is on the path to healing. I know there are others who sit here tonight missing their loved ones who have fought cancer or other diseases, and to you, I say that you will carry your loved ones with you in your practice each and every day. Your patients will benefit from the kindness and compassion you are able to show as a result of the road you have walked. This is a community of honor. Shortly after beginning my job, I was honored to join the community of registered nurses, one that you will all join very soon. I learned that working 13-hour shifts was tiring and that after a long day, cold cereal was a very easy meal choice. I learned that when you accidentally hook up a potassium IV piggyback under the IV pump, it runs in too fast and burns your patient's hand, never mind the potential cardiac effects. Yikes. I learned all about central lines, poop, medication administration, vomit, more poop, and sharpened my assessment skills. I worked weekends and holidays and learned that sickness doesn't take vacation. It was a time of such growth in all areas, physical, mental, and emotional. I also learned that despite all the bodily fluids, I was a member of the best profession in the world. When I laid my head down on the pillow at night to catch a few hours of sleep before heading back to the hospital for another shift, I knew I had made a difference in someone's life through my nursing care. What I did truly mattered. What you do will truly matter. We are blessed to impact people's lives in an incredible way, in part because of the community we have been a part of at William Jewell, one that demands excellence and encourages leadership. Fast forward a few years and I would become a member of a new community, nurse practitioners. Being an advanced practice nurse opened up a whole new set of doors, and it's exciting to think, I know, that many of you will choose to further your education in a similar way. Too soon, I get that, but it will happen. I was equipped with a new set of skills. Not long after finishing my master's degree, I got a call from William Jewell. There was a teaching position open, a new door opened, and a new phase of my journey began. I was a member of a new community at Jewell in a faculty role. Over the last 15 years, I have learned that students are incredible teachers and that there is something really special about William Jewell nurses in particular. Scholarship, leadership, you knew it was coming, integrity, excellence in practice, compassion, and service to others are not just words. They are values that are instilled and reflected in you all on a daily basis. As a member of the Jewell nursing community, you have embraced these values and shared them with others. You have taught me about persistence, dedication, and passion. Your thirst for knowledge and understanding has pushed me to be a better teacher. Your desire to serve others as a nurse helps keep me connected to the reasons that I chose nursing. Knowing that you all will be on the front lines of our profession brings me great joy. I know you will represent yourselves and William Jewell in an amazing way. As a member of this community, you've dealt with incredibly difficult personal challenges while still arriving to clinical on time. You've missed family gatherings, social functions, and kids' field trips so that you could work towards your goal. You've had babies, gotten married, attended funerals, celebrated accomplishments, and become like family to one another. You've served others in the midst of a very busy and challenging time in your own lives. You haven't done this alone. Friends, family, and faith have held you up. We celebrate all of you. You've gone from figuring out how to put your stethoscope in your ears the right way to managing clients in intensive care units. You've given bed baths, put in Foley, started IVs, and held hands with patients and family members in their most vulnerable moments. You've witnessed the miracle of new life and have comforted parents of sick children who needed hope. You have reviewed lab values, learned the value of open-ended questions, and have willingly immersed yourself in cultures that were different from our own, be that here in our area or literally thousands of miles away. You've gone from giving a bed bath and doing a linen change in a 4-hour clinical day to managing a full patient load for 12 hours. As a member of this community, you've wondered if we knew you had a life outside of school as we've assigned scholarly papers, case studies, care plans, and med-calc modules. We've tortured you endlessly with NCLEX-style testing, ATI, and lots of instructions. We've pushed you to find the best answer to tough questions. I know. We've coached you about the importance of understanding the concepts behind the content. We've asked you to learn more about your role as a professional through the ANA Code of Ethics. Even though at times it has been painful, you've learned to think like a nurse. As we were teaching, you were teaching us valuable lessons that will make us better at what we do. You have impressed us with your questions and through your actions. We are very, very proud of you. So tonight, we gather one last time as this community of students and faculty. We celebrate your successful completion of this journey and your entry into a new community where you stand alongside us as colleagues in the nursing profession. Remember that as you join a new community of graduate nurses, you don't go alone. In the moments that are hard, we are with you. In the moments where you question yourself, we trust you and believe in your ability to achieve excellent outcomes. In the moments where you accomplish a difficult task, we applaud you. You carry a part of our community with you, and we are honored that you do. Conversely, a part of you remains with us as we continue to mold the future of nursing through education. Those who come after you will benefit from the lessons you have taught us. Class of 2014, thanks for allowing us to be a part of your journey. The Jewell community stands behind you as you continue to learn, grow, and serve others. We, your nursing community and proud colleagues, are truly honored to welcome you with open arms. Congratulations.
As we get ready to recognize each of your students individually, I will raise my hand for a row to stand up, and they will come and we will have them. And I will be reading acknowledgments that they would like to express to their family and friends. And if you would please hold your applause until all students have been recognized, we would greatly appreciate that. So, first group. Natalie Axonville. She will be penned by Professor Dan Love. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for so many blessings that carried me. To my amazing husband, Luke, thank you for the support you've given me over the years. You sure didn't know what you were getting yourself into, but you managed to survive and stay the best you have always been. To my wonderful children, Lucy and Ernest, Raina, yes, I am done with nursing school. To my mom, Edith, my sister-in-law, Gladys, thank you for your tasty cooking. To my brothers and nephew, thank you for being the great food carriers. Uncle Ron, you can still take the kids on vacation. NCLEX is not over yet. To my sister Marjorie, Mrs. Ann Posey, Derek Miranda, and fellow classmates, no amount of thank you can ever adequately express what I owe you for your support. To my awesome professors, clinical instructors, and preceptors, thank you for your teaching and guidance. Angela Adams, she will be penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. I'd like to thank my grandma and my parents who have always been there to encourage and support me. Thanks to them, I've been able to turn my dream of being a nurse into a reality. They are my backbone and helped mold me into the person I am today. I'd like to thank the rest of my family for their love and support, and my instructors who have given me the tools to be the nurse I am proud and excited to be. I truly appreciate all of you and love you. Dana Bourquet, she is penned by Professor Jan Witzke. I would like to thank God for allowing me to walk this incredible journey. Without you, this would not have been possible. To Juan, Natalie, Emily, and Jeffrey, thank you for your love and sacrifice. You have been my constant cheerleaders. I love you all. Mom and Dad, your faithful support and prayer are priceless. Thanks to the Harmony Prayer Team for your never-ending prayers, and to the faculty for your passion, smiles, hugs, and encouragement. To the friends I have made, especially to my study group, I could not have done this without you. It has been an honor to walk this journey with you. Janice Brown. She is penned by Professor Jan Witzke. Thank you to my Father in heaven for putting me on this path. To my husband for all of his support, encouragement, countless IT fixes, and for loving me, especially on the days I was not very lovable. To my children for sacrifices they made in my absences and their unwavering support and love. To my mother for always believing in me, and most importantly for doing my laundry. To my Sunday morning study group for reminding me to laugh. To my classmates for making this journey memorable and my life fuller. And last, to Gary for being the oldest at the Jarrow table. Brittany Carroll. She is penned by her mother-in-law, Carla Miranda. For unconditional caring, kindness, and your always loving leeway, I would like to thank my wonderful husband, without whose support this endeavor would not have been possible. I would like to thank my parents and friends for always providing a good laugh and much needed encouragement. A special thank you should be extended to the exceptional professors in the nursing department. Your passion for teaching shapes the future of our profession. Elena Colley, penned by Professor Kristen Blocklinger. Mom and Dad, there are not enough words to express how thankful I am for both of you and all you have done for me. I want to thank my sister Melissa for being such a great role model and my best friend. Also a big thank you to Wayne for always being by my side to remind me that I could handle whatever nursing school threw my way, even when it seemed impossible at the time. I couldn't have done this without you all. I love you. Cassandra Cooper, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. I want to thank everyone who has helped me throughout this long journey, specifically my parents. Without them, it would have been impossible for me to be here. My siblings, Caitlin and Cody, who are a constant support system. I wouldn't have made it through the long classes without my fellow classmates who constantly encourage me. Most importantly, the nursing faculty who has kept me motivated since day one and taught me the characteristics of a great nurse. I'm excited to pursue my dream of being a pediatric nurse, and I couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. Kira Crabtree. She's penned by her mother, Cheryl Reardon. Thank you to the most amazing man in the world for your unwavering support throughout this program. Thank you to my mother for all of her help through this and throughout my life. And to my daughter, a special thanks for your understanding and the reminder that for you, I will do anything. And when I thought about giving up, I looked into your eyes and knew anything was possible. Please always remember, Mommy loves you to the moon and back. Rhonda Cross, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. Rhonda Cross would like to wish a happy anniversary to her husband, Andy, of 22 years, as of today. She would like to thank him and their 3 children, Garrett, Ashton, and Autumn Grace, for their unwavering love and support. She would also like to thank all of her friends, cohort, professors, and patients for their encouragement and inspiration. Megan Cunningham. She's penned by her friend, Sarah Wilcher. I'd like to thank my mom and dad for continuing to stand by my side, even when times are tough. Mike and Harley, thank you for filling my heart with more love and laughter than I ever could have imagined, and for believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. A special thanks to my sister, my niece, and my friends for all the times you have selflessly helped with Harley. Thank you to my in-laws and extended family for believing in me. And thank you to each professor who has taken the time to mentor me along this journey. I am eternally grateful for the gift you have given me. Christina Doherty, penned by her friend, Stacy Dock. Thank you to all my friends and family for all the support along this journey. I am blessed to have you all in my life. Catherine Durcher. She's penned by her mother, Margie Durcher. Catherine would like to thank everyone who has encouraged and supported her during this journey, and she wants to give a special shout out to her sisters, brothers, nephews, niece, fiance, and roomies. She says that she could not have done it without you, and that you guys are the best. Colin Dobson. I would like to thank the faculty and staff for a wonderful experience and for answering all of my questions. Thank you to my family for support and understanding that I was busy most of this year. I would also like to thank my girlfriend Marie for all of her help and support. Thank you to all my classmates for the long study sessions and the friendships we have formed. Tracy Drinker was not able to be here tonight, but she asked to have her acknowledgments read. On finding unconditional compassion, keeping us sane the past 16 months, I'd like to give credit to my favorite study buddies, my loving husband Matt and daughter Kate. I'd also like to thank my family and friends for always supporting my dreams and encouraging me to reach past the stars. Matt, Kate, and I could not have survived without your love and support. I love you all. I'd also like to thank Professor Spencer, Love, and Carlson for your integrity, compassion, scholarship, leadership, excellence in practice, and service to others. May all these traits be ingrained in each of us. Bailey Durbin. She's penned by her aunt, Julie Glisson. A big thank you to my parents and family for supporting me through all my crazy dreams. Thank you to my professors for always pushing me to do my best. Thank you to my AGD family for being there for me throughout this roller coaster ride. And the biggest thank you to the big guy upstairs for taking care of me through it all. Colby Fowler. He's penned by Professor Jen Huster. I would like to thank my family and friends for their support through my nursing school journey. I would like to extend a special thanks to the faculty for dealing with my general nonsense during education time and continuing to show the utmost support for my endeavors. A huge thank you to Jeremiah Sodden, my personal calendar and constant reminder of assignments, and I would like to thank the Reverend Benz. Barrett Farah. She's penned by Professor Kristen Blocklinger. I would like to thank all of my Jewell instructors for the dedication they put into teaching me, all of my friends and family who have been excited and interested in my journey to becoming a nurse, to my nieces and nephew who let me practice assessments on them, my sister for being so supportive and helping, including cleaning my house, my mom and dad for always believing me and reminding me that I can do anything I put my mind to. And lastly, my husband for supporting me in every way and always reminding me that I could make it. Kelly Gabrielson, penned by Professor Jan Huster. Thank you to Steve, Ethan, Julianne, Lydia, and Grandma for all your support during this year. With your help, you allowed me to have a wonderful experience. Even in those moments of unpleasantness, you were ready with a hug or a "you can do it, Mom." I want to thank God for being with me every step and helping me through those difficult days. There were times when I know I would have struggled without this help. Thank you to all of my May AT classmates. By each of you being you, each day has been a day I looked forward to. There were days I could not wait to get to school to share our stories and to make new ones. I could say I have made 17 new great friends. There is not a more positive and supportive group of friends to be with. I will miss seeing each of your smiling faces every day. Emily Gates, penned by her mother, Liz Gates. I would like to thank my mom, dad, and sister for always listening to me complain about something, and Patrick for always listening, even when it's things that make him squeamish. I'd also like to thank my professors for always understanding when we need a break, and my classmates for making it the best 4 years of nursing fun ever. Jessica Gillespie, penned by Professor Nicole Spencer. To my family, I can't tell you how much you mean to me and how much I love each and every one of you. You supported me through the journey called nursing school and encouraged me to follow my dream. You never complained and were always there each and every time I needed you. Thank you. A special thank you to Brian and Chelsea. I couldn't have done this without either of you. You listened to my constant worrying and endless fretting, and you always told me it would be okay, and you were always right. I could not have succeeded without either of you and your 100% support. You both are my everyday and everything. I love you. Rachel Gilman, penned by Professor Jan Houston. Thank you to my loving family and friends for your support and prayers these past 4 years. Without you, this journey would not have been possible, and I can never thank you enough. Thank you to the William Jewell nursing faculty for your dedication and passion for your students. Rachel Goodman, penned by Professor Nicole Spencer. I would love to thank Matt for having extreme patience during this journey. They say the best way to test a marriage is by taking a canoe trip. However, I think the greatest test for a lasting marriage is surviving nursing school. Thank you so much, Matt and Marina, for sticking this journey out with me. I also want to thank my whole family for being there and encouraging me along the way. This is the hardest thing I have ever worked for, and it would have been impossible without the encouraging words of my teachers and family. Thank you. Allison Gordy, penned by Professor Dan Love. I would like to thank my parents for all the emotional support they have given me these past 4 years. I would not be here today without them. Eileen Greenwood. Eileen Greenwood is penned by her sister, Emily Gold. Thanks to my family, friends, and teammates for always encouraging and supporting me through the last 4 years at Jewell. Lindsay Haslett, penned by Professor Nancy Carlson. I want to thank my family who are always supportive of me through my journey. They never wavered from their support and well wishes about my progress. I love you all. Rachel Hayden, penned by her aunt, Debbie Hadari. I would like to thank my entire family and all my friends for their support throughout this journey. My dad has been there for me through all of my success and mistakes and never stopped believing in me, and I can't thank him enough for that. The softball team for being my second family. The nursing department for putting up with me. My Aunt Debbie for randomly calling me to tell me to get my act together. My Aunt Jane for the cards throughout the years, and Devin for being my rock throughout this whole year. I couldn't have done it without you all. And Carrie Heckler is not able to be here tonight, but asked for her acknowledgments to be read. I'd like to thank God, my family, friends, my incredible instructors, and my May AT cohort for providing support, encouragement, and friendship to one another. It has been my honor and privilege to have gone through one of the most challenging endeavors with all of you. To my sons, Hayden and Jackson, thank you for accepting the times you weren't able to go places because I was studying. It meant the world to me that you would clean up or leave notes of encouragement and pray for me. To Scott, thank you for believing in me and encouraging me when times got tough. Heidi Hoffman, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. Thank you to my fellow classmates and the nursing department faculty. You kept me grounded and provided reassurance that losing sanity was perfectly acceptable in this program. Your unconditional guidance and mentoring allowed our dreams to become a reality. Mom and Emily, thank you so much for your support during this program. You have been my rocks, and I could not have done this without your patience and encouragement. Most importantly, I would like to thank my late father, Dr. Leonard Hoffman. You are my inspiration, an eternal source of drive to succeed. I finally become Nurse Heidi. This one's for you, Dad. Emily Howell, penned by Professor Kristen Blocklinger. Thank you to the faculty and staff of the nursing department at William Jewell College for sharing their compassion for nursing while guiding me along this journey. Thank you to my friends, family, and Kyle for being supportive and believing in me. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for encouraging me and helping me in every way possible. I couldn't have accomplished this without you. Lastly, thank you to my classmates for always being a support system and never letting me give up when things got tough. Adrienne Hudson, penned by Professor Deborah Penrod. I would like to say thank you to my wife, Carmen, the Minions, my mother-in-law, Julie, former classmates Ted Bender and Lisa Zane. Additionally, thank you, Professor Penrod and Professor Lutt, for your help and guidance. Sheikh Jewell, penned by Dr. Ruth Edwards. I'd like to thank Allah for keeping me strong and blessing me through this program. A big thank you to my family, friends, all the professors, clinical instructors, and administrative support in the nursing department. Without all of you, this journey could have been tougher. Best wishes to every one of my classmates. I wish you all a wonderful career in nursing.
Ashley Johnson, penned by Professor Melissa Timmons. Nursing school is a difficult adventure for all. It is filled with hard work and a few emotional roller coasters along the way. I honestly do not know how well I would have made it through this adventure if it weren't for the love and support from my family and friends. Because of all of you, I am ready to take on this new adventure in life as a BSN prepared RN. Aaron Johnson, penned by Professor Deborah Penrod. Dang, if I took the time to thank everyone that has made an impact throughout these 4 years and pushed me to this point, it would take hours. And for the sake of not boring the audience and the fact that they limit me to 100 words, I won't do that. So here's the condensed version. Mom, Dad, Kins, y'all are the best. Thanks a billion. The entire nursing faculty, there's not enough appreciation I can give. Last, the entire senior nursing class. I could not be more lucky to graduate with a group like you. The end. Aaron Kellerman, penned by friend and former coworker, Aaron Lovewell. I would like to thank my family and friends for their support this past 12 months, including my husband Matt, my son Luke, my in-laws Tom and Donna, my parents and my friends Aaron and Zora. I would also like to thank my professors and fellow students in this program. Without any of these people, I would not have been able to achieve this. Thank you all so much. Amy Kessler, penned by Sister Maggie Weiber. I want to start off thanking my mom and sister for showing me the wonderful world of nursing and providing me the perfect examples of nurses. I also want to thank my dad for always being some comic relief, but knowing when to tell me to get my stuff together. A big shout out goes to my sister and brother-in-law for producing the most beautiful baby girl this world has ever seen. One last thanks goes to my GAM girls, especially the 5 who have stood by my side throughout this journey. Caitlin Kilkenny, penned by friend Shay Fidel. The biggest of thank yous to my dad and boyfriend for being my support system throughout this experience. Thank you for always encouraging me, celebrating my successes, and stomaching my gross stories. A huge thank you to my study group for the countless late nights and early mornings we endured together. Thank you to the amazing faculty, Professor Huster's nenes, Professor Blocklinger's heartfelt hugs, and Professor Love's behooves you are just a few examples of what made this experience so great. Jill Kimbrell, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. Jill would like to thank her friends and family who have provided all the support needed to make this dream a reality. To her mom, family, and friends, thank you for all the carpools, early morning babysitting, and encouraging words along the way. She would like to thank her classmates and the faculty for all the support, studying, and laughter. And finally, Jill would like to thank her husband, Mike, and daughters, Emma and Grace, who have been her biggest fans throughout this journey. She could never have done this without the three of you. Blakely Kimmis, penned by her grandmother, Joan Kimmis. I want to thank my parents for pushing me to follow my dreams, never allowing me to give up, and supporting me. Thank you to Brooks and Claire for providing me some comic relief during this long process. I wouldn't have made it this far without some love and encouragement. Thank you to the WJC nursing faculty for providing me with the knowledge to succeed. I want to also thank my wonderful friends for putting up with my roller coaster of emotions throughout this process, and my 5 GAM nursing girls. Could not have survived the late nights or early mornings without you guys. Shaylise Kiesel, penned by Dr. Ruth Edwards. I would like to thank my husband, Steve Kiesel. Without your love and support, I could never have completed this program. I would also like to thank my children, Jordan and James, and lastly, I'd like to thank my parents, Lara and Sheila Baldwin, for their support. Penny Liniger, penned by Professor Jan Huster. Thank you to my husband, Kevin, and my close friends who supported me during this adventure. A special thank you to Professor Huster, Professor Carlson, and Professor Blocklinger for their encouragement along the way. Emily Leonard, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. Thank you to my instructors, classmates, friends, and family members who supported me during nursing school. It has been an honor to receive your kindness, humor, love, and assurance these past 16 months. I am so grateful to my immediate family for sustaining me and making my calling a reality. I would especially like to thank my mother for inspiring me in everything I do. Without her gifts of encouragement, creativity, and compassionate influence, this adventure would never have happened. Allison Lau, penned by Professor Jan Huster. I would like to thank my family for providing unwavering support and love throughout the past 22 years. You will never know how grateful I am to have each of you in my life. To my sisters in the Alpha Gamma Delta and friends at William Jewell College, thank you for providing 4 years of laughter and memories that will last a lifetime. I look forward to seeing where life takes each and every one of you. Lastly, I would like to thank Starbucks and Google. I wouldn't have made it without you. Gary Bluegreen, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. As a retired engineer who is slightly older than the average student in nursing school, I was very apprehensive about how I would fit into this group. I would like to thank everyone who went out of their way to help me feel welcome. It has been a wonderful experience. You are a great group of people. I would also like to thank my wife, Rebecca, for tolerating all of the long clinical days, late night studying, and significant loss of income to our family. Rachel Lynn, penned by her aunt, Stacy Neighbors. I would like to thank my immediate family and Josiah for their love and support throughout life and nursing school. Thank you to my extended family, members who inspired me to pursue the medical field, and to those who gave advice and encouragement. Thank you to my friends and fellow nursing students with whom I studied and created memories. I am so grateful for my school and its wonderful professors, advisors, and clinical instructors. It is an honor and a pleasure to complete this program and to be so close to the starting of my future as a registered nurse. Lindsay Malone, penned by her mom, Jody Malone. Lindsay would like to thank her mom for her support during school and for sharing her 35 years of nursing knowledge, even when the textbook contradicted all her wisdom. Also, a big thank you to her friends for always helping her procrastinate studying as long as possible. And finally, to Justin for our late night study sessions that inevitably turned into singing the theme songs to Seventh Heaven and others 90s sitcoms. and laughing at the uncanny resemblance between Jessica Biel and Florence Nightingale. Roseanne Mangold, penned by Professor Liz Kessler. Tonight is proof that through God all things are possible. I want to thank my husband Dan, aka Mr. Mom, and my 3 boys, Danny, Philip, and Andrew, who have helped me keep my sense of humor. My parents have done more carpooling than they thought possible. All family and friends who have helped so much with the boys, those encouraging texts, calls, or emails when needed the most, the dedicated nursing staff and friendships I have developed. I know my brother Nick is smiling tonight, laughing because it took me 20 years to decide what I wanted to do when I grew up. I'm almost there. Erin Manley, penned by her terrific friend and confidant, Kelly Miller. Thanks to my mom for being my lifelong cheerleader and always asking how you can help me achieve my goals. My in-laws for showing up at my house to watch my boys at the crack of dawn, and to my husband Ryan. You are a single father most days and sacrifice so much. Finally, thanks to my 2 beautiful boys, Owen and Liam. You wished me luck on tests and understood when I had to study instead of play. I hope to have taught you to never give up on a dream, and I hope I have made you proud. Savannah Maxwell, penned by her dear friend, Henadine Figueroa. I want to thank my family for all their love and support. Thank you to my parents and in-laws. We are so fortunate and truly grateful for all you do. Without you, our family would never be where we are today. Thank you to Maya and Lincoln for making Mama smile every day. You remind me what is truly important. Most of all, thank you, Adam. You have been everything I couldn't during this process. You worked so hard for our family. You are what keeps me going. Brett McFarland, penned by Professor Melissa Timmons. Brett would like to thank her husband for being so supportive. She could not have made it through this without all your encouragement and confidence. She would like to thank her family for being understanding while she was MIA for the last 16 months. She cannot wait to make up for all the lost time starting this weekend. To her fellow classmates for listening to her vent over the occasional adult beverage and all their help studying. And finally to Professor Timmons for helping her through the journey from start to finish. You have been a great mentor. Mackenzie Miljevac, penned by Professor Nicole Spencer. I would like to thank my family for their continual love and support through this incredible journey. I am grateful for the faith and values you have instilled in me and have helped me keep sane. You have always encouraged me to follow my heart and pursue my dreams. Thank you for believing in me and helping me believe in myself. I love you all, and I cannot thank you enough. Also, thank you to the William Jewell Nursing faculty for their constant dedication to our success. You have provided much more than nursing knowledge, and for this I am very grateful. Your mentorship, leadership, and nursing examples will continue to inspire me throughout my career. Thank you for teaching and showing me what it truly means to be a nurse. Stephanie Masasi, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. Thank you to my family for the endless support and help over the last several months, to my peers who helped me succeed, and to the faculty providing excellent instruction. Hannah Moore, penned by Professor Jan Witzke. Though this journey had its overwhelming moments, I have been given much encouragement in reaching this day. I am thankful for our rigorous training, our professors for their kindness and support, and for my classmates who have become my friends in this process. I look forward to sharing our work life together. Above all, I am thankful for my family, even those who are with me only in spirit. I am deeply grateful for my fiancée, who has lived through nursing school with me and supported me all the way. I couldn't have done this without your love. Amanda Myers, penned by her aunt, Charlene Wickham. I would like to thank my parents and grandparents for all their support. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. I would also like to thank my friends and Josh. You guys kept me motivated and pushed me when I needed it. I love you all. Bring Noel, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. Thank you, God, for giving me the fortitude, perseverance, and skills needed to complete this program. Thank you to all of my family for all your constant love and support. You are the fuel that propels each new day. Thank you, faculty, staff, and all of my fellow classmates. Thank you for allowing me to ask all of my questions. This has been one heck of a ride. I'm more than honored to have participated in such an experience with each and every one of you. With your help, this more than challenging undertaking has been exciting and enjoyable. Thank you. Anne Olenek, penned by Professor Jan Witzke. Anne would like to thank her family for all the support they have given her. Also, a special thanks to Disney and Pixar for entertaining her kids for the past 16 months. Destiny Pagee, penned by Professor Kristen Blocklinger. First, I want to give thanks to God for calling me to pursue this meaningful profession. Thank you to my supportive parents, Jeff and Wanda, mother-in-law Brenda, and all my family and friends who have encouraged and prayed for me. To my beautiful daughters, Bailey and Sydney, Mommy did this for you, and I hope this inspires you to always strive for your dream. Last but not least, to my amazing husband, Armand, who has been my rock, my best friend, and my #1 fan. I love you, and without you, this would not be possible. Elizabeth Radford, penned by Ad Pi sorority sister and former roommate, Erin McQueen. Thank you to all the faculty who have supported and strengthened my education. Thank you to my wonderful parents and family for all their support, love, and guidance throughout this journey. Thank you to my friends and sisters who have kept me sane. I'm here now because of all of you. Marie Ratliff, penned by longtime family friend Sandy Johnson. Throughout this incredible, somewhat terrifying adventure, I have been blessed with 2 exceptional and unconditionally supportive individuals. And for this, Mom and Dad, I thank you. I could not have done this without you. To my son, Roman, your fireball spirit has taught me immense flexibility and perseverance. With all of my love, this is for you, little dude. Thank you to each and every nursing faculty and staff member for your tremendous amount of patience, support, knowledge, and compassion. And to my fellow nursing school friends, thank you for your acceptance, friendship, and humor over the course of our adventure. Becca Roach, penned by Professor Liz Kessler. Thank you to my parents, family, and friends for supporting me in this 1-year journey. It has been a crazy year, but without your support in my decision to do this, I wouldn't have made it. Thank you to the faculty, staff, and classmates. Especially thank you to Professor Kessler and Carlson, as without your support and guidance, I would not have been able to complete this program. Fellow AATs, it has been an interesting year, but we made it. Samantha Ross, penned by her stepmother, Kay Ross. I would like to thank my fiance, family, and friends for their love and support throughout this long journey. Grandpa and Grandma, you two have been there since day one, and I couldn't be more grateful. To my mom, my guardian angel, you have and always will be my inspiration throughout my life. I couldn't have made it this far without every single one of you. Thank you, and I love you all. Angela Sanchez, penned by friend and former supervisor, Georgette Diggs. Thank you to my parents for your support throughout this year. I truly appreciate everything you've done. Without you, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You gave me the resources to finish this program, and I can't thank you enough. To my friends from Fort Leavenworth, you guys encouraged this dream from the beginning, and I thank you for that. To the faculty and staff, you are amazing, and thank you for all your support. To my nursing school friends, you are the reason that I've made it through. We did it.
Jeremiah Sodden, penned by Professor Jan Huster. Mom and Dad, I would never be here without you, always believing in me, pushing me to be the best, and being the best role models I have. Thank you to my grandparents, sisters, and best friend, Tyler, for always being there for me. the wonderful professors for believing in me and always being by my side. You have touched me dearly. The Reverend Benz for challenging my thought processes. I never realized I would meet lifelong friends here that I truly value. Finally, my roommate Colby for making me relax and making sure I stop and play Madden sometimes. Hannah Sewell, penned by Professor Jan Huster. I want to thank God, my fiance, my parents, grandparents, and the rest of my family for all the support they have given me throughout this entire journey. I am thankful for every member of the nursing department for the impact they have made on my life and my future nursing career. My time at William Jewell has been one of the best experiences of my life, and I am so thankful. Kate Shelton. Kate Shelton. Penned by Professor Melissa Timmons. Kate would like to thank her professors and clinical instructors for preparing her for her future in nursing. Kate would also like to thank her family and friends for supporting her during these last 16 months. Finally, Kate thanks her fellow accelerated track students for the teamwork and opportunity to learn from them. It has been a truly great experience. Thomas Sims. Penned by Cheryl Layton. I would like to thank everyone who has helped me get through nursing school the past year. I would start by thanking my family, Charles, Kathy, and Charlene. It was awesome when I came home from class or clinical and had dinner ready and didn't have to pay for rent. I promise I will move out one day. I would like to thank my girlfriend, Christina, and her mom, Cheryl, for pinning me. Thank you for studying with me. It's too bad you have another year in nursing school. Lastly, I would also like to thank the William Jewell nursing staff, clinical staff, and awesome May AT classmates for making this past year one that I will never forget. I am looking forward to my future. Kelsey Slater, penned by sorority sister and co-worker, Caitlin Spohn. Shout out to my #1 support people and the best family I could ask for, especially my mom, dad, and sister Kara. Thank you for always believing in me and letting me follow my dreams. To my 5 partners in crime, thanks for the morning pep talks, late night study sessions, and the laughs and memories along the way. And to the big guy upstairs, thanks for lighting the fire to work as your hands with a servant's heart. I'm a lucky girl. Kendall Stewart, penned by family friend, Carolyn Castle. So often I forget to say the words that mean the most. Sometimes I forget to thank the people closest to me. So, for the people that I haven't told, very possibly 800 school days late, I want to express a heartfelt thank you. Thank you to my wonderful mother and father who taught me to never give up, to my best friend Ashley and Madeline for handling my crazy, to my roommate Chelsea for putting up with early morning clinicals, and to Professor Love, Professor Carlson, Professor Huster, and Vicki Meek for helping me achieve my dream of becoming a nurse. April Stronach, penned by her sister, Virginia Valentine. April would like to thank Joe, her wonderful husband, and Dallas, her amazing daughter, for believing in her and supporting her every step of the way. Her mom, dad, Virginia, and Ryan, and her many friends and family members who have supported her on this journey. Special thanks to Carrie Hepler, her first study buddy, who helped her survive chemistry. To all the awesome January AT 2014 cohort students who will be with her forever throughout her nursing practice. Carrie Sweatman, penned by Professor Kristen Blocklinger. I would like to thank my family and friends for all the additional support I received while I was attending school. I would like to thank my daughter Alexis for being so understanding when mom needed to study. And lastly, I would like to say a huge thank you to my husband who made it possible for me to follow my dream. Brianna Swift, penned by Professor Kristen Blocklinger. There are so many individual people to thank for helping me get here.
I'll just start off with thanking God for getting me this far in my life and who has helped me accomplish all things. Also my family, who has helped me in so many ways throughout these tough 4 years and has gone through so many struggles with me. I love you all. Thank you to my friends and my classmates, all of whom have helped me make these years a blessing. And lastly, thanks to the professors who have helped me along the way. Madison Taylor, penned by her friend, Hannah Gleason. I would like to first thank my son, Atticus, for his energy and free spirit, which has been the driving force that kept me pushing forward. To my boyfriend, Derek, for his continued encouragement, support, and commitment to providing wine and ice cream after every emotional breakdown. To the Wilkie family, who have provided a second home for my son, and without them, this accomplishment would have only been a dream. My mom, brother, friends from the past, and new friendships I've developed along the way, thank you all for your faith, love, and dedication, and always cheering me up through inappropriate Facebook pictures. Roger Tillman, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. I would like to thank God for my wonderful wife, who has been so supportive in this venture, and all the professors who worked so hard to help us make this day possible. I would also like to thank all my classmates for their support and friendship. It has made this journey a lot more fun. And last but not least, I would like to thank my granddaughter Destiny for understanding and allowing me study time and being my subject when practicing my assessment skills. Hannah to me, penned by her grandmother, Dottie Stocks. To my family and friends, I would not be here tonight without you all. You have guided and supported me throughout this journey. No matter if I was happy or grumpy, laughing or crying, you were there. You all have had confidence in me that I am still discovering myself. I share tonight with you all. I love you. Claire Cheerhart, penned by close friend Allison Russell. Thank you to my wonderful husband, Barrett Cheerhart, for all his love and support through this intense year. I couldn't have done it without him. Thank you also to my dad and mom, Lily, Theo, and Hudson, for their encouragement and their support of my dreams. Thank you also to my wonderful class, the May Accelerated class. You guys are amazing, and I was privileged to spend this year with you. Thank you also to the teachers and clinical instructors for their guidance and support. Brian Unziger, penned by Dr. Ruth Edwards. I want to thank God through Jesus Christ for carrying me through this difficult journey and for providing me with gracious, generous, compassionate, and long-suffering family, friends, faculty, and classmates. Thank you, family, friends, professors, classmates, and Williamsville College for all of your support. Nikki Wagner, penned by Professor Jan Huster. To my family, parents, nursing professors, classmates, and friends, I want to sincerely thank you for supporting me through the most challenging and rewarding year of my life. It has been a year of growth, highs, lows, and new friendships. I am excited and eager for the opportunities that await me. It was an honor and pleasure to get to know and work with everyone involved in my nursing education. I look forward to maintaining our meaningful relationships as we become colleagues in the nursing profession. Thank you again for your love and support. Taylor Weibel, penned by Mother, April Weibel. I would like to thank my family for supporting me for the past 4 years and dealing with my breakdowns along the way. Thank you to my professors for pushing me to be the best that I could be, and thank you to my friends who have helped me stay sane along the way. Tiffany Wells, penned by her mother, Elizabeth Barnes. Thanks to the faculty and staff for fantastic learning experiences and for pushing me to go beyond what I thought I was capable of. Thanks to my classmates for being awesome always, class, clinical, and beyond. Thanks to my mom and mother-in-law for listening, understanding, and being there for my kids. Biggest thank you to my family for being so supportive and patient while I pursued this dream. My husband for being a single parent on most days with minimal complaints, and my kids for understanding why I wasn't always there. We made it, and I love you guys. Amber West, penned by her best friend,
Lindsay Carlson. Professor Carlson.
Okay. First and foremost, to my husband, Jason, and boys, Braden and Logan, for enduring this long ride, for stepping up to fill in all of the missing pieces when I was studying for long hours. To my mom, MJ, my sister Deidre, my stepdad Larry, and all of my family for rearranging your schedules so that I might fulfill mine. To my best friend Sarah, for pushing me through when times were rough and ensuring me things would be okay. Lastly, to the faculty, thank you for having faith in my abilities even when I was unsure and pushing me to give my best. Jessica Wheeler, penned by Professor Jan Huster. James 1:17 says that every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. I am so grateful to God above for each of the good and perfect gifts that He has given me. My parents, family, Quentin, Brianna, and Kate, my basketball coaches and teammates, and every other bit of unending support and encouragement I've received the last 4 years. I love you all. Emily Onspaw Wise, penned by Dr. Ruth Edwards. First and foremost, I would like to thank my incredible parents, Alan and Ann, for their unending love, support, and guidance. I couldn't have conquered nursing school without you both. Thank you to my husband, Jeff, for sticking out long distance for the past 4 years so that I could pursue my dream. Your endless love and encouragement have been essential in getting me here. Thank you to my sisters, Rachel and Alyssa, my grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and in-laws for your incredible support during this journey and for being here tonight. And thank you to the Jewell Nursing Department for continuously igniting my passion for nursing. Sean Wiest, penned by Professor Lindsay Carlson. I first and foremost want to thank my wonderful and stunning wife, Megan, who stood behind me through this entire process. Without her support, I wouldn't have made it. I also want to thank God, my beautiful daughter, Kinsley, my future son, Oliver, my father, Alan, my mother, Debbie, and the rest of my family for going through this experience with me. Thank you also to the faculty and staff of William Jewell's Nursing Department for guiding us along through this process and for being patient. Thank you all. Amber Williams, penned by Professor Deborah Penrod. I would like to thank my family and friends for all your love, support, and encouragement over the past 16 months. The William Jewell nursing faculty and clinical instructors for all of your time and commitment molding us into the nurses that we have become today. And to my classmates who have been like a second family during this journey. Thank you all for the great memories. Abigail Wilson, penned by her mother, Alice Schlegel. I want to thank my mom, the greatest mom and nurse I have ever known that taught me amazing compassion. My dad, he raised me to love others and keep an open mind. My siblings for both driving me crazy and keeping me sane the last few years. My boyfriend, who believed in me regardless of being the most stressed out self throughout this program. My daughter, that continues to be my biggest inspiration and the love of my life. And all my other family, friends, and professors, old and new. Thank you for teaching and believing in me. Justin Witt, penned by her mom, Jackie Witt. I am so grateful and proud to share a career with each of my brilliant, compassionate classmates in the January Accelerated Track program. The supportive nursing faculty at William Jewell and my hero in all aspects of life, my mother. Thank you to every person who supported me emotionally, financially, and professionally throughout this program, especially my parents and friends. I also appreciate the new friendships I've gained and the much-needed laughs that kept me going during the stressful 16 months from everyone, but especially Emily, Lindsay, Brett, Destiny, Stephanie, and Jill. Thank you to everyone who has helped me with my passion for helping others. Christelle Yamju, penned by Professor Jan Whiskey. Over these years, I thought I had taken complete leave of my senses. I couldn't possibly survive. My presence here is probably nothing short of a miracle. I thank God for so many blessings that carried me. I thank my husband, Felix, for the sacrifices he made, my son, who brings joy in my heart every day, my family and my friends for listening when I was overwhelmed. I thank my parents for their sacrifices that carried me here today. I would give anything to share this day with them. Lastly, to my counselor, Miss Jan, who helped me in many ways, and my preceptor, Kim, who held my hand and taught me everything she could. Thank you. Sharice Yunt, penned by Professor Kristen Blocklinger. Thank you to my family, especially Jody Wynn, Ron Yunt, Shaylee Yunt, Odette Malong, James Yunt, Ben Wynn, Tammy Saman, and Tara Yunt for helping and supporting me through this program. Thank you to my son, Win Ye-Fu Malong, for being the best baby ever and keeping me happy and sane. Thank you to all my work colleagues for your support and encouragement through this process, and to the classmates and faculty who have been there for me. Heather Lewis, penned by Professor Dan Love. I would like to thank my husband, Joe, for being so understanding as I have pursued my education. The past 3 years have been crazy, and I could not have done it without your love and support. To my mother-in-law, Brenda, thanks for all that you do for us. To my daughter, Shane, Mommy loves you, and I'm so proud of the beautiful little girl you are. I am looking forward to having more us time. Finally, to the entire Department of Nursing, thank you for sharing your knowledge and guiding me through this journey. You have each had a unique impact on me, and I would not be standing here today without all of your support. Thank you for believing in me.
I'm going to invite Professor Timmons to the podium for blessing of the hands.
I would also like to invite all nurses in the audience to please stand and join the faculty as we serve the graduates for the blessing of the hands. We need hands. Blessing of the hands. May the work of your hands bring healing to all people you touch. May the God who formed these hands guide them to bring them the healing touch of life, and bless these hands to be instruments of healing. Blessings and appreciation for the many tasks these hands do. In your name, Lord, for whatever she does for one of the least of these, she does for you. Matthew 25:40. Amen.
This is a real difficult time for me and a heavy heart because these students have really become a very special part of my heart. But we're going to get through this. So let us pray. Dear God, we thank you for this wonderful evening during which we have shared the accomplishments of our 2014 William Jewell nursing students. We thank their families and friends for being here tonight to witness this achievement in their lives. Help them to know that the faculty is proud of them and wishes them all the best. May they go forward and exemplify the hallmarks of a William Jewell nurse. Excellence in practice, scholarship, service to others, integrity, compassion, and leadership. Guide and protect these students as they go out into their clinical practice and begin this new chapter in their lives. In your name we pray. Amen.